I owe you. I get it to you. Just making the effort of getting out there. I mean, I think a lot of times, defensively, your mindset is you don't want to get beat off the dribble. So a lot of times, you're closing out short and guys are just raising, shooting three. So I think we're doing a good job lately of just running to guys, closing guys' chests, running them off the three-point line, and making them drive and take it in between twos. So that's our goal. And it's just natural. When you're playing, you close out, you want to stop a guy from penetrating. But in today's game, it's different. So we got to run guys off the three-point line and make them shoot in between twos.
Joe VardenCleveland.com. Do you have any status updates for Tristan and anybody else?
Yeah, Tristan's playing tonight. We're going to give it a go again, just first half.
Okay. Anybody else in or out?
Everybody's in.
Okay. What about Derek?
I
know he's not playing tonight,
yeah.
but what, is he any closer? Or what do you have any timetable for him yet?
No timetable. Just continue to keep rehabbing, and no timetable yet, Joe.
Okay, and then one more. LeBron was talking today, and obviously we all know that you guys don't practice much. But he said that guys still come into the facility on their off days to get individual work in. So what is the benefit of not holding practice on those days if guys are showing up anyway? I
mean, because you get the wear and tear of having a practice or a full practice. So guys come in, get their shots and get their treatment, and then they're out, which is, you're going to do that anyway. Whether you get off or not, guys come in and get their shots up. But it's not a full practice where, you're locked in and, you can kind of just get your mind off the game and just do your routine and then get out.
What's up, Coach? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
If you can, man, obviously last night Rudy Gobert went down, and they coming off a big victory, man, really pulling together to win. So how do you attack this team, really without, Gobert? Do that kind of change the game plan, how you guys play this team?
Well, they play hard regardless. And, he's a rim protector and, he alters a lot of shots and, blocks a lot of shots. And then the biggest thing for them offensively is he's a rim roller. So, he's a dynamic roller, which puts a lot of pressure on your defense to pull in and then skip it across the floor. And they got three-point shooters. So I think they'll miss that tonight. But then, also, playing small, they're faster. They got a lot of guys who can attack the basket. So they'll be a different look team, but they're still tough either way.
Andy Larson, KSL.com. Wanted to ask you about Donovan Mitchell, and as you scout for him, what are some of the things that you try to do to take his talents away?
Well, he's aggressive. He's shooting the basketball well. He's aggressive attacking the basket, has a lot of speed, and he finishes well in the paint. So we just got to make sure we understand who he is, respect him, but just give him some different looks. We can't let him get comfortable and show him the same defense tonight. We got to mix things up and just try to keep him off balance.
David Locke, Utah Jazz. For those of us watching LeBron from 30,000 feet, to see this at 52,000 minutes is just incredible. What's happening day to day that's allowing him to have career highs across the board, having played 52,000 NBA minutes?
I think he just does a great job of taking care of his body. I think, playing the games, and as soon as the game over, he's getting treatment, he's getting stretched. That little tube or whatever they get in, I don't know what it's called, but they get in there. They just, nowadays I think with LeBron, just taking care of his body is the biggest thing. I think having off days and just coming in, getting treatment, the maintenance on his body, getting his shots up has helped him a lot.
Thank you.
Hi, Nick Friedel, ESPN.com. One of the other things LeBron was saying this morning was one of the reasons he would like to be MVP again this year is because in his 15th year in the league, he wants to break the mold for the younger guys coming in who can still make 200, 300 million at 33 years old. As somebody who has played in the league and now coached him, do you think that's possible, or is he just a freak of nature?
Possible for him
for
to
somebody else to come through.
I mean, I don't think it's. Now. I mean, it's not going to be a lot of other guys. There's going to be a LeBron James, but I I mean, what he's doing at his age, and like you said, his 15th year, is unbelievable. But it's a tribute to him just taking care of his body, doing all the right things, eating healthy, stretching, getting his treatment, and then putting the work in. And I think as he's gotten older, he's added that three-point shot to his game the last couple of years. And when he's making that shot, it opens up everything else for him. So it's just a tribute to him and what he does, as a professional, taking care of himself and taking care of his body and working on his game.
Ty, Chris Fedor, Cleveland.com. When you played back in the day, were guys as concerned about minutes, taking care of their bodies, eating right, all of those kinds of things, the way that they are now? And why do you think, if not, it's been such a drastic change?
Back when I played, as far as the eating thing, it wasn't great. As far as taking care of your body, they have a lot of different things nowadays. with the treatments they're getting and the all the things they get them tubes and all that. We didn't have all that when I played, but it's different. And now the technology of everything and trying to make sure guys are healthy and how they can gauge if guys are hitting that red zone and all that different stuff. The technology is way different, so it is different, much different. So we didn't have that back in the day when we played.
Mark Rogandino, NBA, Next VR. Ty, what can you say about Jose? And I imagine you've scouted against him for a number of years, but now that he's one of your guys and his ability to step in, maybe something that we don't see not being with him day in and day out, what he brings to the table.
I think with Jose, just being a professional, I think being a veteran in this league and sitting back knowing we were looking for a point guard situation, early on in the season, he just, continued to keep working, never made a big deal of it. And just when we called him, he was ready. And he was great with the guys, telling guys what they need to do, even when he wasn't playing, like we should do this, you should do that, or just trying to keep the morale of the team good. So now he stepped in and been playing. He's just been great for us, just handling the basketball. So LeBron had to bring it up all the time and have to make every play. And then just taking his shots. I think he's a great shooter. When he shoots the basketball and he's making his three-point shot, it opens up everything else for everyone else. So he's just been great for us all around.
Ty, Steve Herrick from AP. When you're on the front end of a back-to-back like tonight, how much does that factor into what you do as far as minutes or rotation?
Nothing really. I mean, you want to try to keep guys' minutes down, but it all depends on how the game goes, the flow of the game, and what you need from each player. So it really doesn't really matter. I mean, then how guys feel after the game, then you just kind of go from there.
So you can't go into the front end with any plan in mind. You just have to coach it like you normally, like if you didn't have a back-to-back.
Yes, sir.